Lavender Unicorn, hello. Hello there. Carmander, hello to you. The lovely Carmander. Happy last day of the work week. I'm good, Lavender Unicorn. How are you doing? How are you doing, more importantly? RTG Dallas, hello. Many men. Yo, RTG Dallas, did you ever go to the did you go to the Ray or the GoFest makeup day? I went and I had already gotten like pretty much everything I wanted from the first one, so I was just like not motivated. I played like less than half the time. Corbin, hello. How are you? Glad to hear that. Lavender Unicorn. Oh no. It looks like my shoot. I messed up. It looks like my YouTube stream didn't take the title I wanted. That's fine. Let me try to fix that real quick. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. We've got Weather Cup today. Weather Cup. Let me check one thing. Okay. Yeah. All right. Sorry, there's an echo there for a sec. Thomas, hello? Mr. Thomas? I got to decide what we want to run today. We got Dylan and Sklumpy, my friends. Good to see you guys. All right. Now let's figure out the game plan here. Are we Weather Cupping? Weather Cup Great League Edition. I got to take a look at some pvpoke.com. Can we run something fun? Thomas, for you? Let's do it. Let's run something fun. Weather Cup. Oh, Jelly Kingdra Lantern. Yo. Bruxish. I saw Henry is running Quackwivel. He's probably finishing up soon. Where is Quackwivel like real? Oh, it's rank number 30. That's not bad. I do have a Quack. Wait, let me get my screen up for y'all. I do have a Quack. How Ramen says Weather Cup sucks. Alessandro, stop it. You're too much. You're too much. I have a girlfriend, Alessandro. Dylan, Shadowclaw A slash, Spark Lantern, X-Scissor Pod. That sounds pretty solid. Credilli, Lycanroc, and Quack. Scrappy the Cholo, first time chatter, welcome in. Scrappy the Cholo, that's a reference to That Was Epic. I used to watch like all his videos. That was epic. We could do a little PV poke team building. Let's see. Whoa, my thing's all messed up. You know why this is messed up, guys, is because you're not going to believe me, but I played my first Caster Champions Draft League game last night, and I actually won. Believe it or not, your boy won a match of champions. And I was recording it because I was thinking about like making content out of it, which I might still do, but for like a second channel type ordeal. But because I'm not as like well versed in champions and I'm still very much kind of a noob and learning, it's a lot harder for me to like talk through my thought process because it's like there's more for me to think about. So I like recorded it as if I was gonna like make a video, but then I ended up just being like silent the entire time because I wasn't able to like talk and play at the same time. Quack, Golduck, double fish. I mean, that's double duck. That's not double fish. Do I have I could probably build a Golduck. Golduck runs Confusion. We could run a duck team. A tribute to Pato Man. Golduck. You would think I have like a Psyduck. Oh, look at all these Psyduck. There's got to be a good one in here somewhere. Whoa. Go, shawty. It's your birthday. Whoa. And he's got the floaty? Oh, but he doesn't evolve with the floaty. That's a shame. Look at that shiny floaty. I was actually like excited when I got that. That was during Monterey. 4-15-15. Golduck. This is not bad. This is a rank 116. I might just label that if we so we remember about how good it is. That shadow looks decent. 3-15-14. Not great. Well, that's right. Toxapex and Basti. I appreciate the idea, RTGS. A collab video with Wolfie would be sick. You teach him Go and he teach you champions. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. Like that would be cool, but there's levels to this. And Wolfie's like mainstream famous with like millions of followers. I have had the pleasure of meeting him a few times because he casts sometimes. So I think 2 of the tournaments I've casted, we've actually both been casters. And you know what was weird is like I don't even really follow champions. Or at least I didn't until like recently. And when I met Wolfie for the first time, I felt like nervous. like I was a fanboy or something, like starstruck. And it's the weirdest thing because not even someone that like I was aware of until I got into like the play Pokemon scene, you know? But yeah, he's a nice guy. I remember one of my first interactions with him. I like introduced myself, and I I don't know. I felt like I was like really awkward because we were like just backstage at the regionals when we're casting. We've got like these tables we sit at, and you know it's like we got like a Go table, a VG table, a TCG table, and I just kind of like walked over while him and Aaron Zhang were like chilling and introduced myself, and I don't know. I think that's a pretty normal thing to do, but I felt I don't know. I think they were kind of into the match. So, but it was nice. They were really nice. Aaron, especially, like, started talking to me and like asked what my channel was, if he could like give me a subscribe. So he was really cool. What am I sipping? Beer. Just kidding. It's my same zero sugar iced tea I've been having lately. Anyway, I'm yapping too much. Are there electric types I need to worry about? Do we have electric types in this meta? Oh yeah, Lantern. Yo. What if I ran my Hundo Geodude? What if I did a Graveler Geodude team? Do we have ground types? Do ground types exist? Oh, yeah, they do. Okay, maybe not. I don't want to get Gastrodoned. Geodude, Quack, Golduck? Wow. I mean, it would be content, that's for sure. The thing is though, if I run a super spicy team and then go 0-5, I'm gonna get tilted anyway. It doesn't matter. Like I could be running like Corphish, Magikarp, and Goldeen, but if I go 0-5 with it, I'm gonna like get upset. Mo wants Pod. Clodsire, hey. Kingdra, I'm gonna run Shadow Kingdra, Emp, Araquanid. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know. I went to the gym, so we hopped on a little bit late today, but I didn't really think about what to run. That Quacklevel looks like a lot of fun. I don't want to just straight up copy Henry, though. But I mean, isn't that what everyone does? Rat, rat. Look how funny he looks, too. Look how funny he looks with his dancing. It's actually been working for him? Let me see his full team. And if I like feel like I can make any adjustments on it so we don't just straight up copy it. I only noticed the Quacklevel. Alex Brown, he's Quack's strongest soldier. Wait a sec. I need some clarification. Maybe Alex is here and he'll get embarrassed. But is it actually Brownie? Or is it just because there's like an E in the name and it's just Alex Brown and Brownie's like a nickname? Because I've always said Alex Brown. But then I see people say Brownie in the chat. No, he's here. It's a nickname. Okay. That's what I figured. Brownie would be a cool last name, though. Henry and I are also pretty close in Elo, so I feel like I'm going to snipe him if I queue right now. Yeah, similar to H. Shira, her name's not actually Sriracha, but some people call her that, I think. Thomas, aka Sweden. Do it. His queue times have gotten real bad. I mean, I could, but like, first of all, I still don't know exactly what to run. Let's do a raid. Mega Aggron to think about it. This is going to become a PvE/champion stream. The layout is weird, though, with champions, because when I was recording, I was like, I have it on my phone, so it's like, it's off, you know? I have to, like, zoom in extra to get it to cover the whole screen. Maybe I need, like, a phone border around it so it doesn't look as bad, because most people that play champions, like, actually probably have the Nintendo Switch, right? And then it has, you know, like, the 16:9 aspect ratio. 1920 by 1080. We're going to get a Shundo. Just watch. Oh, wait a sec. Can we actually beat this with 3? This thing's bulk. Oh, yeah, it's going down pretty fast. I will be switching to only PvE and IRL content. Just kidding. All right, so what is Henry running? He's running Quack. And what are the other two? I want to run Quack, but if I don't want to just straight up copy his team if we don't have to. Rad Ninja, welcome in. In my head. Oh, oops. I wasn't looking. A/Slash and Mantine? Interesting. Interesting. Seems like a little bit soft to jelly, no? I guess it's pretty strong against opposing A/Slash. The Quacklevel, at least. At some point, I want to start playing more Competitors Cup in preparation for Worlds. Shadowclaw, A/Slash, Araquanid, Crustle. Pretty weak to Quack. Pretty weak to Quack. Well, here's the thing. I'd feel bad if I queue, especially if I know his team and he doesn't know what I'm running. I still don't know what I'm running. I just want to run Quack because it looks fun. Please snipe him. I don't want to actually snipe him, though. I'm very anti-sniping. Oh, hey, Ray. Guys, look, it's a wild Rayquaza, surely. It's a tiny wild Rayquaza. This certainly isn't like a Ditto or a Zorua or something. There's just a wild Rayquaza that spawned right here. Ah! I was made for good. Bias. Okay, Henry got a game. I can queue. What? It's not a Rayquaza? It's a Zorua? I thought it was surely a wild Ray. Quack. Lantern? We're thinking Lantern? And what's like the best safe swap in this meta? Kingdra? I could go like a normal Kingdra. I don't believe you, Thomas. Oh, that actually rings a bell. Because I remember tuning into Alex's stream, he had Aqua Step, and I like didn't know that was a thing. Oh yeah, wait. Kingdra. If there's so many jelly, yeah. I'm being too indecisive. What about like our own gel? Then we're Aviate a Lantern. No, I didn't. Duck has the good move. Oh, Ninetales is in this meta? Sorry, guys. I'm being super indecisive. I don't see a team that I like. Ooh, what about Ludi? Is Ludi good? Bro, I'm totally going to queue Henry. I took too long to decide my team, and now he's going to be queuing again. Oh, I guess we're ABA to Mantine if we do that, yeah. What exactly is Aqua Step again? Shadow Araquanid? I haven't looked into it too much, but I would think the bulk of regular Araquanid would probably be better most of the time. Discharge clone with +1 boost, like automatic, or I assume like a chance of a boost? I guess I could lead Lant. And then Ludi is the safe swap, and Quack is the sweeper. Unbeatable. No, I TM'd low kick. Low kick is stab. And it's more damage, like, in general, right? I really, like, if I Q, I'm going to snipe Henry. I don't want to snipe Henry. It's a tough situation to be in. 1, you're like a dream come true. 2, 3. Competitor Cup warm-up game. Corlash. Soul asks how to pull up that appraisal screen. I can show you after this, Soul. It's a good question. Does he bait? He does not. You're the only one for me and for. Believe me, I want to change to a less meta team too. We will have some fun. We will have some fun with the Quackmeister. Hopefully I can get the Ember down here. That'd be kind of nasty. I think I need 3 Embers to KO. Nice. Say there, but it feels just a little bit bigger now. Body slam. I don't think this puts me into Shadow Claw range. Or like 1 Shadow Claw range. I mean, now I just have to double up. And I think he's still 1 away from Body Slam, right? I'll let him miscount. Nice. We're gaming. We're gaming. Guys, that was 4th place in the world finisher LNDS Corlash. No big deal. No big deal. They say Rise, he can't compete with the big guys, the big players. Well, you just saw it there. One of the best. Henry's finishing up his game. Can we get a quick cue before Henry finishes? Ah! But Soul, yes, it seems like someone might have explained it to you already, but you simply go to the Pokemon. You click this little 3-bar drop down in the bottom right corner, and then click Appraise. And it shows you the stats of that Pokemon. Thomas, why do you keep asking me about TMing my Mons? when Quackleval is on the right move. This is the right move for Quack. It's not actually wing attack, is it? You don't want wing attack. This is kind of terrible. The Shellmeister. Two, three. Okay, this will be kind of awkward. But we get a big head start. Up, up, go, go. He gets to the move here. I don't think I'm going to get there. Oh, he actually went for the flamethrower. Wasn't expecting that. I don't feel like I can really afford to use my last shield. Okay, that's pretty nice. Lag's not nice, though. Lag. Game. No. Thomas. Guys. This isn't fun. I would have come out with a move. Jelly had a move. So like if Jelly comes in, I throw my move, they probably shield to get off their move. And then I have a shield up Ninetales. Still definitely had a chance there. I plan on going to Quack as soon as I feel like we're not going to snipe Henry. Because I think the team that we constructed with Lantern just kind of like counters him, no? Actually, I'm not sure what he's leading. Oh, God. Bro, I'm so glad I stayed in. Imagine if Fortress had like a bug charge attack. Wagon wheel. I did 2 there because it seemed like he waited. Um, Okay. So rock me mama like a... What a weird team. Is he trying to like snipe somebody? Bruh. He got reverse sniped. I'm the one streaming, but somehow he got RPS'd. Unfortunate. Bro, that's a weird team. I know, Heather. What the heck? Also, he's extremely weak to Empoleon. Has Henry given up? I don't want to snipe him. Hey, mama, rock me. So rock me, mama, like a wind and a rain. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Incoming. Okay, Henry, so here's the situation. And all of Henry's viewers, also thank you very much, the GOAT with the raid. Quack, quack, quack. So I saw you were streaming, and I didn't want to snipe you. I was thinking about running this. So we had been queuing Competitors Cup with just like a meta team our first few games. But I was thinking about this. Also, wait a sec. Let me check my lantern. Because I have multiple lantern. I'm not up to date on my lantern tech. Maybe I'll go with this one. Ludi. Will this team work? Not entirely sure. But we'll try. Okay, wait a sec. Wait, what? I thought chat was trolling me, Henry. What is the actual moveset on Quack? Oh my god. Okay, wait. I just discovered something. I did not know this was real. This is a joke. We live in a simulation. The pre-evolution of Quackable. I never knew this. Is Quaxwell? Quaxwell, really? That's kind of funny. I think Emmy Weedle, also known as Maxwell, needs to change his in-game name to Quaxwell. Please respect Quaxwell. Wow. It beats Bastiodon. That's great. Okay, I'm completely lost. I don't know who to believe. I don't know who to believe with this Quackable moveset. So it's not the standard moveset here? We're Aqua Stepping? Aqua Step. 100% chance attack. Wing attack, Aqua Step, close combat. And you're not lying to me, Stan. You're being truthful. I'm relying. I'm putting this all on Stan Busy right now. Okay, chat. I'm gonna wait. Do I have a better one? If I'm gonna build one with an elite TM, Quaxwell. Does it go over? Goes over. Wow, you know, Quaxwell looks kind of cool. Oh, right. Aqua Step's not Elite TM. Only Hydro Cannon is. Okay. Quaxley. He's too big, though. Hundo. We should run the Hundo if we could. All right. We're going to have to settle for this, but that's fine. Wing attack. And we're going stepping. And Aqua Step is 40 energy, so it's 5 every time. I have so many Lantern. That's kind of crazy. I didn't realize it was actually good. Alex was talking about, I thought it was like a meme. I thought it was a meme move. And maybe in the lead is better then versus this team construction, because then you can like ramp up and do stuff. Did you lead it? And if you saw like a jelly, did you stay? I should have been taking notes. River of Peace, happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you. Turv on the YouTube side, welcome in. What's up, Slumpy? Oh. Hold on a sec. I apologize. So, yeah, the way I have my screen situation set up is I have just a multi-chat, but it doesn't show when that happens, so. Wait. Oh, my God, Soul! Thank you so much, dude. $10 donation. That's very generous of you. Sorry I didn't see that earlier. But I appreciate you guys. Also, Dylan, you've been going crazy in the chat. Okay. Back in queue. Soul said, I'm running Firo, Licky, Bink, 2200 Elo, but I'm finding a lot of Morpeccos that are crushing me despite having Licky and Bink. Any advice? Yeah, Morpeko is very dangerous. And if you're leading Firo, being behind against Morpeko is never very fun. So one thing you could try is like switching the order. Shields. Are we going to get buzzed? I really don't want to shield if it's not a buzz, but yeah, it makes sense. Took me a second to think, but I was a little bit slow there. Probably a Rock Tomb bait, but we'll respect it. Unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quack. Oh. I mean, Bubble Beam, I probably take. He has to buzz. Vincities you'll never see on the screen. Nice. I love the Greninja. It's a cool pick. That's fine. We would lose the CMP anyway. And we'll just throw immediately here. Shadow Greninja. Nice little cool pick. But ABA to the Lantern. Bop. Was that DRE? Oh, I'm an idiot. I literally just played like 3 games on the Legacy system. So, you know what I will say, though, is Okay, maybe I'm just losing my mind a little bit. But, like, because I've been playing the new system so much, it's like I'm not thinking about the system anymore. I'm almost thinking about, like, the new system as, like, the system. GG. Chris says, how tall are you, Rise? You always tower over your opponents on the stage. I'm about 6'3", so I'm, like, tall, but I'm not, like, crazy tall. I used to say 6'4", because I think in shoes, I'm, like, close to 6'4". But then Butters claims he's 6'4", and I bet Butters is probably like 6'4.5" barefoot. But he like plays down his height, and Butters is clearly taller than me, so I can't say I'm 6'4" anymore if Butters says he's 6'4". So now I'm 6'3". I've been demoted. There are definitely people that are the same height as Butters that would claim that they're 6'6". But they'll like maybe they slightly play up their height. Butters slightly plays down his height. Oh God. I wasn't prepared for this. I get him a free Astonish. One thing that I love you. I love you. I love you. Awkward thing here is I don't know if I can like Astonish Energy Ball. Can I get him the next Astonish? That would be pretty nice. Okay, nice. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. If I misclicked, it's unfortunate. Are Kingdra's running Outrage in this meta? Well, everything kind of went wrong here. This is pretty brutal. Delayed CMP. I don't think that was an actual CMP. Yeah, I think we just get swept, unfortunately. Just an unfortunate, it might have just been a misplay by me. Might have just clicked incorrectly. Yeah. Tough one. I guess we were likely going to get RPS'd there anyway, so that's all right. 3-2. I don't know if Obama Snow, like how many we'll see, but that is a pretty tough lead for us to come back from. So I wonder if there's like a different safe swap I could do instead of Ludi. Yo, see ya, RTG Dallas. Yeah, Ludi did do pretty well. But I guess if that was like a regular Obama, that might have been a little bit more miserable because then I would have needed 2 moves for sure. Matus says Jelly, Artabax, and Polion. Ooh. First time chatter, Silu. Hey, could I see your best Pokemon? Silu? Absolutely. But I will say that is a bit subjective. By best, do you mean highest CP? Do you mean sentimental? Do you mean PvP Ivies? Because this is my highest CP. He's using them right now. Highest CP. The one which has won the most regionals? Whoa. I actually don't know. That's a good question though. Because I would think I've had some that have won more than one. Okay, I think the most recent one in Merida, those are all one-time winners. Vancouver, those all might be one-time winners. Oh, Dugong has 2. Dugong has 2. Oh, but it's a different Dugong. So does that even count? I don't think that counts. Different Dugong. Look. 1487 Dugong. 1494 Dugong. It doesn't show my Milwaukee team, but I do vaguely remember it. And Azumarill and G-Fisk and Trev were all on that team. So Azumarill, G-Fisk, Trev. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we're all on that team. Or no. Was G-Fisk? The Milwaukee team was Azu, Sableye. No, it was Azu, Charm9, Sableye, Trev, Obstagoon, and yeah, G-Fisk. So I guess it's just a tie because I think it's only those 2 that overlap. So I think it's just got to be Azumarill by default, right? Anyway, Golisopod safe swap for Lantern Lead. I mean, I don't hate that. I guess we're just like kind of inviting the Mantine even more, where that's going to be tough, but we could try it. I do like myself some Golisopod gameplay. I could even consider Shadow Claw. Do we ever run Shadow Claw Pod for Jelly? Sorry, we've been yapping a little bit. A lot of it today versus just playing the game. But this meta is weird. I didn't look at it beforehand. Let's just test it out. Let's experiment. You know, we hit legend like 3 weeks ago. We're experimenting. We don't have to have an exact plan. We don't have to be completely dialed in. We can experiment. Vintage, welcome in. Aussie Mods, thank you for the follow. Aussie Mods. Shout out to Australia. Aussie Mods, are you from Australia? It is a massive pod. Yo, I don't know if any of you guys are like experts with the game, but does pod have like an increased chance of being XXL or something? Because when I was trading for Golisopod, for Vancouver, I got so many XXL pods. It seemed like there's like pods are commonly XXLs. Okay. No, just have a lot of oh, that's cute. A lot of Australian shepherds. My girlfriend's from Australia, so I was curious. Throws energy. Hopefully he doesn't like leaf storm me. But you know what? I will actually shield because 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the Shadow Claw kind of helpful in this scenario. This is good. He's at 6. I am now shieldless, though, which may have been a mistake. I catch here, saving a move on pod. Throws here. If he... Energy balls, I don't feel like he has that much. I went for a CMP catch here. Let's see if we got it. We got it. So now can Quack sweep. He gets... Hopefully this is just a parting weather ball, but it's still going to do a lot. Oh. Anticlimactic. Damn, if I had Aqua Stepped there, like, maybe there was still play because the jelly was so low. Ah! That's why you gotta count, ladies and gents. You gotta count. Tough. That very well could have just been a win, right? Because if it's something that can't handle a boosted close combat in the back, GG. First time chatter, Taj. There was an event last year where there was increased XXLs and XXS, and I'm pretty sure Wimpod was one of the spawns along with other tiny bugs. That makes a lot of sense. Sklumpy wants Pod, Lantern, Quack. The problem I have with that, Sklumpy, is you're really ABA weak to Mantine and you're really ABA weak to Jelly. Put on a show. Was an interesting game. We had a really nice CMP catch, but unfortunately we were just not on point with our counts in the end game. Fury Cutter much better on goalie. I mean, in general, yeah, like neutrally is just a lot better. But we're just kind of testing it out because if Jelly is one of the most common mons, it could help us in that regard. Even if the sky is falling down. I mean, you lose Obama Snow like down a turn, but I'd imagine they don't stay in completely. If they're just gonna play that out, I feel like that's kind of fine. Swap Quack for Lycanroc, and I've got another Jelly answer. What does Lycanroc have that makes it a Jelly answer? Toner, welcome in. Fighting for this girl on the battlefield of love. Don't it look like baby Cupid sending arrows from above? Whoa. I was unaware of this tech. Sucker Punch Trailblaze Drill. What? Since when? I guess the problem is like none of those moves are stab, right? So it has triple non-stab moves. Because it's ranked like horrendously low. And unfortunately, it looks like you do lose to Jelly, except in the 2-shield scenario. But I guess you would just kind of invest in that matchup. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. Might get outraged. That's all right. Okay. Exterminic, hi, how are you? He saves a lot of energy on the Kingdra. Yeah, one thing I don't love about Lantern is just how slow it is in the lead. I think we let him just expend a big move if he's willing to throw a big move here. It's fine. I don't know what I should have done. I guess I should have just like kept ramping up and stayed in. Bro, seriously? Well, that sucks. Because the Kingdra has so much energy, it just gets to double Swift easily. Yeah, tough one. Lantern's like fine, but Lantern needs to be like as a counter swap Pokemon. Lantern can't be a lead because I'm just like allowing opponents to be the aggressors, and that's just never a recipe for success. Mm. Sag. I don't want to lead Lantern anymore. She's all Alabama. And I am just in general kind of a bigger fan of like running the better moves. Versus trying to like target Jelly with Shadow Claw. Should we just go commit to the ABB or ABA? Should we just commit to it? Commit to the ABA? Raphael with a 15 stream streak. Let's go, baby. Kingdra 7-1 with Shadow Kingdra Emp Gastro. Seems like a strong team. Very cool. Do I even have that specific Lycanroc? I don't think I have it. Do I have it here? Or is it a different thing? I was asking you, Dylan, is that... Yeah, I don't have it. AC, I went 4-1 with Lantern, Quack, and Ludi. Yo, that was my first team idea. Maybe we abandoned it too early. Maybe I abandoned it too early. I just, you know, I have been like literally changing the team after every loss because I'm like, oh, this is bad. But that's not really a good recipe for success because not every team is going to be perfect, right? But you rescued me from reaching for the bottle. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Okay. That is a good game. That was a sensational game. Wow. That was unreal. I mean, what a game. That was fun. I will make sure to reach out to them. GG's. Just a casual, you know, I'll just do a casual 1 exclamation point on the GG's. But what a game that was. AC Flemsta says, I have a spare Quack with Hydro if you want. AC Flemsta, that implies like so many things. Not to pick on you individually, but that just like irritates me because like how would we go about trading that? Right? It just implies so many things. Bullet Seed. Nice. No bait. I'm actually going to go pod here because I wall the energy. The concern is Credilli is still very healthy. I'll throw before he potentially debuffs me again. Okay, this is good. Seeking has a move. Credilli's dry. I am still switch locked for a bit when he comes in with Dilly, so this is a little bit awkward still. I'm going to throw after 2. What do I do here? Nice. Quack doesn't have much energy. Okay, he top lefts though. Let's go. Also, Man of the Planet, I missed. I like saw the sports commentary, and then I think I forgot as I normally do. My apologies. We will try to remember the sports commentary. Redemption. It's always in Q time land. It's like like a 50% rate of whether I remember it or not. It always slips my mind. But we have the sports commentary redemption. I'm always in Q time. You know, maybe more often than not, I am in Q time land. Also, Soul, I don't know if you're still there, but I saw your earlier comment. You meant like holding down the Mons to see their move sets. Got you. Yeah. I guess so, Henry. I guess so. Home slice is used to being stuck in the Q time land. I had a nice, I don't know, 3 days in the non Q time land. It was nice. You know, short 1 hour, 40-minute to 2 hour streams. Get through all our sets. But, it just came that time again. I guess we just can't stay away for too long. Tim, I only played one set, but the Qs and high 2500s weren't always lightning quick either. Yeah, it seems that way. Like even in when we were like in the 27s, 28s, it wasn't like always instant Qs. Polka Monahan is here. Monahan, I hope you're having a good day. Hey guys, what's the situation with Battle Frontier? Is Battle Frontier Worlds like are we on to week 2 for bracket play, elimination play, or because I haven't heard anything from our team. Like, do we need to be setting our lineup tonight? Ace, welcome in. The young Ace. Would I say this game has a mid ladder like Clash Royale? I never really played Clash Royale actually, so I wouldn't really know. Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume. You know, in Champions, their like season, quote unquote, is just every month. Wouldn't that be kind of crazy if Go had like an every month season? I probably wouldn't like that, right? That's probably too much stress for people because then people would want to like, try to hit legend if that's your goal or whatever every season. And that's like you don't have as much time to, to like take a break from playing if that was the case. I got to Master Ball rank 2 in Champions. Um which I think is like decent. I think it's probably like the equivalent to you champions. People can tell me if I'm way wrong here, but I feel like it'd be like almost equivalent to hitting expert rank in GBL. Because champion tier is like the highest tier. So like I was thinking master ball tier would be like expert tier. But maybe people that are more informed would disagree. How good would Golisopod be in Weather Cup? Well, Santiago, it's funny you ask because we are trying him out. And so far, it's been all right. Pious, I'm new to PvP, wondering how pros practice when you can only play for 1.5 hours a day. I guess it's fair as it's the same for everyone, but don't you find it a bit unfortunate? Yeah, so a lot of top players, will scrim against each other in preparation for tournaments and stuff and do practice tournaments. And Adequince is known for hosting his practice tournaments in his server. So yeah, people definitely like play and practice against one another outside of just go battle league with scrims. And I think the reason I when I first started PvPing was able to improve fairly quickly was I did a ton of Sylph tournaments at the time. So like even though I had my daily GBL sets, I was playing like a Sylph tournament almost every single night, which was always like limited metas, trying out new things. And I think that helped me, where I was quick to adapt to like different mons, different metas, um, and that type of thing. Yeah, I think it'd be great if they had unlimited, like, in Champions they call it casual battles. So if they had like unlimited unranked battles, that would be awesome. But I don't think you should make unlimited ranked battles personally. Because and I could be wrong here, and I'm open to like changing my mind, but my thing is if you make unlimited ranked battles, you're gonna have some people that just like keep grinding and grinding until I feel like it would create more queue times for someone like me because you're gonna get like a greater spread, I would feel like. Because you're gonna get people that are like just grinding to like get top of the leaderboard. And you'd create a bigger variance where the queue times I feel like would get even worse. Yeah, I think that's a cool idea, Henry. An unranked mode that unlocks after set cap. Luke Superstar, welcome. What if I put out like a super hot take, contrarian, to be like, they need to bring back the walking requirement. Bring back 5 km walking requirement for GBL. Make it 10 km. What is happening, bro? We're not even. I feel like we're not even that high up. Darkness is light, and nobody cry. There's only butterflies. Natasha Bedingfield, Pocket Full of Sunshine. Legendary song. The sport commentary, laugh out loud, thank you. Like, I'm gonna have to catch a comment because if I had gotten a cue right then, There is no way I would have remembered. I love the bridge of that song, of this song that's playing on Twitch side. You guys can hear it. You've got, that's what it's called, right? The bridge. You've got like most song structure. It's like verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus, and you got the bridge. It's a goated bridge. If the unranked games only become available after the set limit is reached, you would still have to suffer through queue times to get there. I'd prefer to do only unranked for a bit than sit in queues. Yeah, I guess that's a fair point. Yo! We played this person yesterday. I recognize the name. Another Dilly. The won't hails, but it never does. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Bop. I feel like there's an argument I probably should have just hard swapped Lantern or something, but oh, the signs say that I should forget her. Is it Araquanid? Okay. I should live a move and get to another, I think. Oh, nice. Yeah, because like after Credilli, you suspect there's not going to be a better answer. So like letting him farm down my Quacklevolt so far was a little bit sus, but it felt like the safer play and ended up working out there. Gee whiz. I forgot the commentary again. Like, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know. I need to like write it down. I'm gonna write it down because I'm gonna start talking about another topic, and then the game's gonna come, and I'm just gonna be thinking about the game. I'm gonna like write it on this piece of paper in front of me. I don't do it on purpose. I'm telling you. We lost to Elo. Henry, where's my Elo? They stole it. I forgot to update it before. We were at 3007. Now it's 3005. Wow. ADHD rise. You know, I was never diagnosed, but sometimes I feel like that describes me. First time chatter Pokemon. Is it Ivor? Is that how you say it? Welcome in. Happy to have you here. My headphones just died, so I'm going to... I don't know where my charger is.
I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. Not a game, we talking about practice.
No cue.
We talking about practice.
-2, I know.
Not a game, we talking about practice. Practice,
Steve
man.
Porter on YouTube?
I mean, how silly is that?
Yo! DJ Steve Porter, he was the GOAT. I remember some of his mixes. He had like the Skip Bayless, Tim Tebow, all he does is win. Tim Tebow, it's time, let him play. On Sunday. He had a LeBron one like during the decision time. Like Rome wasn't built in one day. At the end of the day, you gotta go out there, you gotta play. He doesn't still make them, does he? Can I do a set of autorect? I mean, we're only on set number 3 here. We're an hour and a half in. This is set number 3. Granted, I did like stall a lot at the start of the stream because I wasn't sure what to run and I didn't want to snipe Henry. So we probably had like 20, 30 minutes of stall time. But yeah. Is there a difference between casting a basketball game versus soccer? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, the pacing and the cadence is a lot different. I was able to do a lot of that when I was in college, and there was one time I had to commentate a soccer game, and I was the only commentator. There was no like color commentator. It was just me. So play-by-play and color, basically. And the game went to extra time, 120 minutes, 0-0 draw. I had to commentate 120 minutes of soccer by myself, no goals. And that really tests you as a commentator because like you have to be able to try to make it entertaining and have things to say about the players. So when I would prepare in college, like I would spend time studying the players and I would have a sheet of like facts and information I could like say about them. Okay. Ludi. The Quill God. I guess we don't really need Switch, eh? I think this is overkill. Probably could have got away with Surf here. Okay, we're going to give up Switch. I'm going to shield. This is pretty bad. I kind of forgot his count. But okay, we needed to shield that. Okay. I think the Peck sweeps, but that's a mistake. He shouldn't have settled for that. I feel like that might open up the door a little bit here. Nobody's We got to go stepping. We got to go to the club. We got to show them our fancy footwork. Let's go, Quack. Let's go, Quack. This is your time. Okay, that's not great. Because now it comes down to whether Pod gets to another move first. I live a brine. I don't live a sludge wave. I should live a brine. Pod doesn't KO one wing attack. Let's go. Dance on him, Quack. Dance on him, Quack.
A platypus?
I'm so upset with myself, guys.
Bury the platypus!
How can I do this? With these queue times, how can I not forget this? Like, how, I'm not saying like, it has to be a quick cue. Sports commentary. Here we go. Rise taking on the opponent here and is met by the Golisopod getting a taste of his own medicine here. Taste of his own medicine here, Jim. And Rise, you know, he's on edge with the fans right now. There's some controversy going on. He had the sports commentary redemption. He missed it multiple times. So the fans have not been too pleased with him, but we're going to see if he can show he's still got it, show what he's made of, try to win this game in the Go Battle League. It's going to be a tough start as he sees the Golisopod safe swap, which is putting in work against the Lantern. How about this, Jim? Did you realize Golisopod could do so well against Lantern? I mean, yeah, this is impressive. Golisopod getting a lot of damage off, but Lantern able to hang on to the switch advantage. And Rise to Occasion was eyeing whether he would reach that Thunderbolt, gets off the serve. This is some helpful chip damage. Now, here's the thing, Jim. Rise could come in with the Quackable and not reveal his third, but the pod walls the energy. So he's going to actually reveal the third coming in with the pod, and there's a jelly in back. This is not what Rise wanted to see here, Jim. This is not what he wanted to see. This jelly is going to be a bit of a core breaker for his team, but he's going to try to play out of it, and Rise to Occasion is going to start having to step. And look at this. This is the Quackable. We saw one of the GOATs, Homeslice Henry, earlier in the day running this Pokemon to much success. Rise to Occasion, you know, another controversial thing, like, he just takes it. He just sees what Henry's doing, uses the same Pokemon, but, you know, I think that's part of the spirit of the game, and I have some insight information. I think Rise and Henry know each other. Rise probably thought, like, they have a good enough relationship. Rise could run the Quackable. It wouldn't be stepping on toes. And the Quackable is going to try and do what it can here. So much energy on the Jellicent. Rise to Occasion. He's one off the Aqua Step. Does he swap, though? No. He just tries to get rid of the Jelly here. Going to throw this Aqua Step immediately. He's very boosted on this Quackable. Knocks out the Jelly. Sandslash comes back, is going to fire off a drill run. This should be enough to knock out the Quackable, but the pod is still quite healthy. And here's the thing here, Marv, is if you're Sandslash, you're going to need at least 2 moves to knock out this Golisopod. And is the Sandslash going to reach 2 moves? First, it might. It might. It's throwing energy. Did Rise lose track of the energy? Is this Sandslash gonna be able to win this game? I think it is. What a heartbreaking loss this is gonna be for Rise to Occasion. He was in such a good spot. but lost track of the energy on the Sand Slash, and that is going to flip this one in the opponent's favor. Unfortunate. I had that, but I lost my concentration a little bit, and I didn't farm down the jelly. I could have farmed more on the jelly. I didn't have to throw as quickly as I did. Because the jelly did, like, it threw a move, then it did one and throw a move, so it couldn't have had that much energy. So if I overfarm on the jelly, I probably just win. Sag. Fury Cutter Pod, Ryan. Fury Cutter Pod. They probably go for Body Slam. How many people do you think, when they play Quackable, think it's a flying type Pokemon? I feel like it's a non-zero number. I don't like where this is heading. I feel like we might just get RPS'd here. Okay. Shadow Kingdra. Well. Yeah, I feel like he very much still had a chance to win, so that's unfortunate. Feels bad, man. I see another sports commentary redemption. I'll try to ingrain it in my mind, because we had like 4 consecutive games I forgot last time. Sports commentary. Simon says, congrats on hitting. Are you talking to me, Simon? Thank you. We hit it quite a while ago. But we did a while ago, as in like several weeks, but we did recross that 3,000 barrier. Rise to occasion, battling against one of the best players of all time, the Masked Asian, member of the Elite TMs. And this is going to be a tough game no matter what. Masked Asian, just such a talented Go Battle League player. This is going to be a tough task for Rise to occasion, but he's going to do what he can. Masked Asian oftentimes climbing to the very top of the GBL leaderboard. And Rise now in this Golisopod versus Kingdra matchup. Going to overfarm a little, but gets a little bit greedy. And that's already maybe a misplay from Rise, because he got caught in between. You either want to throw first, put on the pressure, or you want to keep over farming. Oh, but I guess the game doesn't register his attack. So Rye's going to fire off. The X's are here, and we'll see what Masked Asian decides to do. He shields and then catches onto the Sea King. I mean, it's a nice catch, but this is the move Rise would have wanted to throw anyway. So now he comes in with the Lantern, and he'll have to be careful here. 5. Because you don't want to allow the Sea King to get to 2 moves against your Lantern. That would inflict a lot of damage. You see that Drill Run does almost half. So Rye's going to have to be careful here with how much he overfarms. Going to elect to throw the Surf, but you still have a Ludicolo and a Kingdra to deal with. Sea King gets knocked out. Kingdra has some energy. And Rise to Occasion going to overfarm here. Gets off the Thunderbolt, and I like this play from the Masked Asian here, Jim. He understands that he needs energy for that Quaquaval, so he is actually overfarming a ton. Kingdra comes back. Kingdra going to be forced to throw energy here onto Rise to Occasion's Lantern. And this Kingdra has so much energy, so now what do? Do you come in with the pot? No, he can't. He has to come in with the Quaquaval. He has to. But here's the problem. Quaquaval, I don't think can handle the Swith from the Shadow Kingdra. So it's going to pull the last shield. And you know that there is a move on the Ludi. So Rise catches it, but I don't think it's going to be enough because I think the Ludi has so much energy that it's not going to matter. And Rise to Occasion is going to go down, unfortunately, to the Masked Asian. Tough one. TMA always GGs me after he wins, so I'm sure he'll come in here. Dang it. ABA strong. I feel like that's a game I gotta win. Welcome in, Marto. As per usual, TMA, you are way too good for me. GG's. Quack. Whoa. Bro, I don't know what this thing has. Aquajet? Is it like Aquajet Trailblaze? That's why I love her, Miss Independent. Spend a little time. Whoa. First Lapras we've seen. Well, that kind of sucks. So we went from just kind of winning on the spot to now maybe him still having a win con. I'm getting tilted. Sorry, guys. Just 2 games we just have no business losing. Just no business losing. It sucks. Should have been a 4-1. Gosh dang it. Yeah, 2 games that just no business losing. It's unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, I think the recent ones, more so than the queue times, it was like the combination of the queue times, the sports commentary, and then the GG after I throw is always tough for me. It just kind of compounds. Fourth set here. Nice job to Sarna. Yeah, from your perspective, it's a good game, right? From my perspective, it's it's pretty like just embarrassing because right, I just have the game, right? If I just double CC, but it makes logical sense, right? To throw Aqua Step at a low health Lapras, but if I just double CC, I just win on the spot. So obviously, it's a really annoying, frustrating for me when I feel like I should have just had no business losing at all. But from your perspective, that's a good game. So nice job. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. From my perspective, right? If I recognize someone like threw pretty hard against me, you know, I usually wouldn't like just instantly reach out to them and say, "Hey, I thought I lost, but then I was happy that I beat you." But I understand from your perspective that was a nice win. Quack is tough for your team, so nice job. Yep, had the double CC, so I just like instantly win, right? If I just throw back to back, but unfortunate. So like about as worse as it possibly could have happened for me, right? But from your perspective, once again, yeah, nice job. It's the duality of gaming. It's the duality of sports, right? Heartbreaking loss on one side is going to be a happy feeling for another person. So it is what it is. From my perspective, it's an embarrassing, inexcusable loss. But from your perspective, it's on a nice job. Nice win. Thanks for the hug, Carmen. That's why I usually joke with like when we RPS somebody and they top left about reaching out to them for a GG. I went to the competitor cup here since we're not finding a game. We don't have to ban GG from chat, Martel. That's why we have the GG command. I actually was thinking about running an experiment next season. Where we track the data of GG's after losses versus wins. Because, like, because there's a fort waiting for us, I think I'm just going to... Okay, nice. He's going to hard swap 4 and then lock himself in, which actually could be kind of nice. Okay, maybe he just lets it go because I have 2. Damn. Tough one. I think I'm going to start tracking the data because it's like 90%. I just wish like the Tisarna game, right? Tisarna is in our chat now. Like, I just wish it wasn't always the most frustrating, worst games I play of the day were the instant GGs followed by, I can't believe I won. I just wish it was like even. Because if our win rate is like, let's say 55, 56% over the course of a season in GBL, because you go to your same ELO bracket, you play people of evenly skill matched, but we have 90% GGs after our most terrible games, and we never get a GG when we play well. It just gets a little bit irritating, but first world problems, it's not really a big deal. I just wish we could get a GG after a game that we play well and not a GG, because the way it reads in my head is it's always like, it's never actually when it's a good game. And I know it's just kind of like a terminology. I just wish it was like actually after a game where you felt like it was good on both ends and not, hey, I just won and I outplayed you. You know? I forgot what the lead was because I'm rambling. Tinkaton, I think. I think I see the vision. Don't lag on me, please. Nice. Okay. Let's go. It's good, Tisarna. I know you didn't mean any ill intentions. And I always relate back to like when I first started playing PvP. I remember I started watching FP Sticks and Zionic in them. And I remember there was a time I beat FP Sticks back in like 2020 and I like GG'd him in his chat. And so like that was 6 years ago. And I remember like I was excited, I played FP Sticks, who I watch on YouTube. And but I look back on that and like cringe at myself. But yeah, it's like Adam and Eve, right, man? Still paying for my sin. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal. It's just like, ugh. I've gotten a lot better, I think. Obviously, I kind of went on a ramble here, but there was a point in time where I would literally like top left against certain people because I would have, when I wasn't on stream, because I like, it was getting under my skin so much, maybe when I was like more popular, you know, and I wasn't like washed, where like I would almost have rather just not played than like, no, if I lose, I'm going to get a message telling me that, hey, you just lost that game. In case you didn't know, that was me. But no, in the grand scheme of things, like it's also a me thing, right? It's also a me thing. Just because I would never reach out to someone after I win. I would always, you know, if they were to message me to say good game, I might respond. But I don't know. It's just like a personality thing, I guess. Because I'm sure a lot of people might get GG'd after a loss where they feel like they play bad and they might not care. So, yeah. Do you think I Ember him down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, pretty easily. Does he use his last shield? Okay. I might have kind of trolled there. But we'll see what's in the back. Made up my timer. So, for instance, right, one rule of thumb in this whole silly GG etiquette that I just had to bring up to damper the mood of the stream would be if they don't see your last Pokemon, I would assume they probably don't want to get a GG message. Ice relax. Course. Eight, nine. So he's already at the double Nightshade. Shield, I guess. He's at 1. Whoa. Do you think it's like Carbink back? Coming in here with this is kind of crazy. Ah, if it's Carbink, I probably just lose. Get a nice catch. It's a little bit risky. Damn. I think I lose. Ah, too bulky. I would have needed to go for like triple energy ball or maybe double energy ball. Corsola Umbreon. Tough one there. We still go positive almost every set, except for the one set that tilted me. Because it was literally the only 2 games that I felt like I just threw. It was literally the worst 2 games of the day that happened to be back to back that I threw, and they were both the instant GGs. Ice relax, GGs, man. We'll put our graphic back up. And I think that's going to do it for today, folks. But sorry I got on my soapbox there a little bit at the end. I understand it's really not a big deal. There are bigger fish to fry. I just wish it wasn't a 90% to 10% ratio where it's always when I get clapped, it's a GG, and it's never when I win. It doesn't have to be when I win either. Like, I feel like I'm being a sore loser when I say that. I just wish it was actually like in a good game, like a game that was close, a game where people played well. And it's not always when I get clapped. But anyway. Martel, thank you for being on my side here and not telling me I'm a little weenie for complaining. I see the Go Axon is live. I think we did rate him. Did I rate him yesterday? No, I rated AJ yesterday. So I'll send you to Axon. Carmander. That's why I love you. Let's raid. It's Axon. Feel free to check out. Oh, actually, wait a sec. I see LW Josh. I like LW Josh. Let's give some love to him. You can always go to the Go Axon. We'll have more opportunities to raid him. Marto understands. Ronnie Jones, you're one of the best, and I understand your feelings, but being that big, maybe a little kid is actually stoked to beat you. We've got some kids in the community, like Ace, like Flames fan, but Ronnie just threw shade without even knowing it. He's saying everyone that's GGing me is a little kid that doesn't know any better. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me today. We did go over 500 at least. Ran some Quackable. Maybe we'll do some more Quackable tomorrow, since we didn't even get in a full. I feel like we were changing our team too much today, where we didn't get in a full few sets with the same team. It felt like, so we'll try that. All right, bye-bye, everybody.